Welcome to San Francisco! Wait, this isn't San Francisco.
What's up everybody, welcome back.
Today we are exploring this beautiful place. We are here at the Pena Palace and this place is breathtaking. Stick around because we're gonna take you guys on a fun little adventure. We have some incredible places here in Sintra that we're gonna show you.
A little warm today, huh?
It's toasty, it's toasty.
Welcome to the beautiful Pena Palace out here in Sintra. This place is a little bit west of Lisbon where we have been staying and well worth the travel out here. There's a lot of ways to get out here. You can take an Uber, you can drive, although I don't know that I would recommend it. It seems like the streets are pretty hard to drive on and park on because we're way up here in the hills and it is awesome. But we got up early, we left Lisbon, took the train from Rossio station and it was only about a 40-minute train ride out here and then we caught the bus that kind of does a big loop of the area. One of the stops is Pena Palace. So we're excited to get in here. We're gonna walk all around the grounds. We're gonna go inside, check out what it has to offer. You can already see from the outside, it has a lot to offer. Little history lesson here because why go anywhere if you don't really know what it's all about. The town of Sintra is right down there at the base of this hill and all these palaces are up in the hills right outside of Sintra. This is Pena Palace and it is beautiful. So this palace is really famous and it is very eclectic, meaning like it was built during a lot of different time periods, so there's a lot of different architecture meshed into one palace. This thing dates back years, guys, like over 600 years ago it was a monastery and then it became a chapel and then it survived the massive earthquake of 1755 and so the king thought, okay, well why don't I turn this into my summer home palace? And they did it up here, I guess because it's higher up in the hills and a lot cooler. I'm not feeling that today. It's absolutely boiling out here. Show us those pics. There is no breeze and it is hot and sunny. Anyways, they built them up here because it's supposed to be cooler, nice summer home, you know, get out of the heat. One of the reasons this palace is so eclectic is because it was actually built around the existing ancient monastery. They have a lot of architecture from the ancient monastery in addition to all the more recent architecture of the palace. So it's kind of cool, it's all blended together. Apparently it all meshes very well and it's really famous for being that way. Alright, this is the west wall, kind of the back wall of the palace, and you can see all the way out to the Atlantic Ocean down there. The views are insane out the back of this sucker. We've been all around the outer walls, all around the grounds, all outside. You can go inside. We're gonna go check that out right now.
Sitting room. Where are the chairs? There's no chair for me to sit on. The sitting room. This is the great hall where they would have events and host people here in this gorgeous palace. I could see us having a party here.
I'd attend.
I'd attend a party here. This is the main kitchen of the palace, and we just read that all of the copper utensils are marked with a PP for the Palace of Pena, Pena Palace, Palace of Pena, and the crowned monogram of King Ferdinand II. We are in the original chapel here from the 16th century, from when this place was a monastery. This is incredible. It survived that huge earthquake, and that's why the king chose this place to build his summer home. Not a bad place for a summer home. It's a scorcher.
It needs a swimming pool.
Yeah, why isn't there a swimming pool? Come on, king. We have just left the Pena Palace and it was absolutely breathtaking there. There's no question, I can see why it is so popular. It's very beautiful. You guys, there's a theme here. We are here in European summer. It is very busy and crowded. And definitely there are parts to that we absolutely love. We love the energy and hustle and bustle of people. Like, it makes things so much fun. With that though, the line to get into the palace was incredibly long. It was okay though. We met a friend in line. We chatted with her forever. Cute girl from Canada. Thank you for making our time in in line go by so much quicker. Once we finally got into the actual palace, unfortunately there was very limited places that you could actually go and see within the palace. So that was a little bit of a letdown, a little bit of a bummer, I would say. We felt like the outdoor grounds were way more worth it than the indoor, just because of how little we were able to see and just how like skinny teeny tiny the hallways were. Like it was just a single file line the whole way through. You kept waiting like, oh, this has got to be the end. This has got to be the end. But it wasn't until you were done with the indoors and got back to the outdoors, which were absolutely breathtaking. The views were gorgeous. Just seeing all of like the different eclectic design of the entire palace was so cool. The tile work, oh, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Like makes me want to go home and redo our house whenever whenever we get back there. Do a brand new like tile backsplash. No. It was absolutely beautiful. We're now down in the lower gardens, just in this forest of trees, and it is so beautiful and so nice for shade because boy is it a scorcher today. But what's really cool is the king actually imported trees from all over the world to plant here around his palace. There's sequoias from America, trees and bushes from Australia, from Asia, like literally all over the world, and brought them here to just surround his palace.
We finished off our trip out to Sintra by climbing up the Moorish castle, which was epic. You have the most beautiful views of the towns around the Atlantic Ocean, plus not to mention you could see the Pena Palace like perfectly from the very top. That was epic, but guys, we had to rush back down to Lisbon because this is our last day here, and there's a couple of things that we had to do before we left. You guessed it, guys, it has to do with food.
The kitchen, very much so. The restaurant kitchen everywhere, trying to get the best spot and getting video of them making these incredible pastel de natas or pastel de Belem here. The sweet Portuguese man in the kitchen saw the big camera and he led us back to this little area where we could watch these women roll the dough out and like press it out into the little tins that they go in, and then they get filled with the custard and then they go into the oven. I mean, this is incredible. We're like back in the staff area, like it says staff only, and he just like walked us back here. I think just because he saw this big camera, he was so nice. He only spoke Portuguese, but now we're watching these women at work and this is incredible. It's so cool, and I literally want to go eat 10 of these.
I know, I want them even more now.
Yeah, I want like 10 even more now. They're so cute. They're all wavy. I love them. These ones have just come out of the oven. They're picking them up, checking the bottom of them to make sure that they're all cooked correctly, the way that they need to be, and then they flip them on top of each other and put them in the big case to go out front to be served.
All right, let's go get some.
Yeah, I want to go eat a lot. It's obviously no secret that we are already addicted to the pastel de natas. They are beyond delicious. But these particular ones are special. They are different, the pastel de Belem, because they have a special secret recipe that nobody else has, this particular shop.
So back like over 150 years ago, Portugal was shutting down a lot of the monasteries, like the one you see back here. This is the chapel, and then we have the monastery here. So in a way to make money, they actually came up with this delicious recipe for pastel de natas that they now exclusively sell just at the bakery right next door. And we got 6, guys. There's a half dozen here.
Moment of truth, here we go. Ooh, this is like a heavy box. Okay, so that's why they stack them. We really don't want to drop one here, guys.
That's the one she rolled.
There we go. That's like unbelievable. The crust is way flakier and crunchier, which I like. This is my new favorite one.
Holy crap, it looks delicious.
Look at the bottom of that.
Perfectly.
Can you hear that crunch?
Yeah.
That's not burnt, that's just
Here,
like...
do another bite, I want to get the crunch. I apologize for this video, everyone.
These win.
Oh my gosh, the custard is so good.
Yeah, it's like chewy, flaky, crunchy, moist, I don't even know. It's all the words into one tiny little delicious piece of heaven.
These have been delicious all over the country, but these ones, they definitely win. They're living up to the hype.
There's something different about them.
Glad
I really
we got
want another one.
Well, we have 6 now. All right, Shell just dusted our last Pastel de Belem here in front of the Tower of Belem. It was beautiful and delicious. Hundreds of years ago, the king wanted them to post a ship for protection of the bay right out here, and they decided, well, instead, maybe let's just build something. So this actually used to be out in the middle on a little island, but over the years, a lot of earthquakes have made it shift. So now it's kind of like right here on the side of the river. It used to be out there, its own little island, protection of the city, of the bay, and all the above. It's actually one of the 7 wonders of Portugal. And here we are.
Or just the bridge of the 25th of April, I guess. We're just cruising along this gorgeous path along the water here, under this bridge, and it looks identical to the Golden Gate Bridge. So I want to know who the OG is. We're gonna have to Google. Took the scooties all the way down the coast and ended back at this beautiful square.
Okay guys, for real, we've just packed up. We've got all our things ready to go. We're heading to the train station. We're off for our final stop. Portugal is coming to a wrap. I feel like we have seen so much cool stuff here, but there's always more to see. But
there's always so much more. I feel like we've seen so many incredible things, but then there's constantly things we're finding that's like, oh, we never got to see that. Oh, we didn't have time to see that. And we're feeling sad about it.
Yes.
Feeling very sad about it.
We are. But it's our last stop. We're excited about it, and we are excited to move on to somewhere new. Can't even say we know where that is yet.
Nope, we have no idea what country we're going to next, but we are excited to find out.
We'll probably find out right alongside you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all of your support. We love your comments. Keep them coming. We definitely go in there, read them, try to respond to as many as we can. We really, really appreciate it all.
And then make sure you guys are following us on Instagram if you're not at danandchelle, because we're posting a ton of awesome things there as well.
The photos don't always make it into the video, so make sure you're on Instagram, checking out all of Shell's epic photography. They're beautiful, guys. I can attest to that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Shell has a tiny head. Tiny head back there.
Big head up there.
Little cherry tomato back there.